Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We had a good meeting at the White House on a number of issues related to the big, beautiful bill and some of its components, and we're moving along at a steady pace. I remain very confident that we can get this done by the self-imposed deadline of Independence Day. I spoke with the President about that, and he's feeling very confident as well. There's a sense of urgency about this, okay, because some things have happened since we passed that bill that make it even more necessary. You had the terrible atrocity, the anti-Semitism event in Boulder, where so many people were injured, heinous act of violence there. You have illegal aliens and those associated with them causing all sorts of chaos in Los Angeles right now. There's a big investment in border in this bill. It's the largest investment, as you all know, we've said many times, in a generation. For border security, we need to deport dangerous illegal aliens. We need to have more ICE agents and more border agents and more customs officials to be able to get this job done. And all that is done in this bill, so just one more reason why we need to do it. The debt ceiling approaches soon, and every day that goes by makes it closer and closer, and we're going to solve that problem in this bill as well, and so many other things. So there's a real urgency. I'm very confident and encouraged by the developments. I spoke with Leader Thune last night. I spoke with individual senators over the weekend. We feel like we're moving in the right direction. So.
We're speaking on California. The president said today that Gavin Newsom, in his view, should be arrested. Are you comfortable with the president saying something like that?
Well, I was busy all day today, and I heard that for the first time sitting next to the president when they asked him that question at the White House. I don't know what all that involves, but he gave comment there, and I'll stick by what he said.
As a constitutional lawyer, you always talk about the Constitution. Do you think that we are within the realm of the Constitution, sending in military troops onto U.S. soil when there are local law enforcement to deal with this issue?
Well, I'm told that the chief of police in Los Angeles made some comments suggesting that he was thankful that they had backup because they could have gotten far out of control. We've seen that in the past in Los Angeles and other large cities, and we saw it in the so-called Summer of Love when the progressives went crazy in the Pacific Northwest. We can't have that, and President Trump is ensuring at the front end with strong leadership that is not going to be the case. And when he said that Marines might be dispatched to Los Angeles, I think that's an important message that's being sent. Hopefully it has the deterrent effect, but he's federalized the National Guard. I think that's an appropriate step. They are bringing an end to that chaos. If they were not there, you'd have buildings and cars.
You don't think that stokes the flame somehow?
I do not.
Why not?
No, because I believe we have to maintain the rule of law. And if the state and local leaders are unable or unwilling to do so, it is the job of the federal government to step in. We have the number one job of the government is to protect the people, protect their safety and their property. And if that's not being done by local and state authorities, then the feds have to step in. I think it's appropriate.
But those comments about arresting Gavin Newsom, do those fan the flames?
I'm not even sure the context of it. Honestly, I didn't hear it. I was busy all day. We had a retreat for some of our members and friends. So I'm not sure what Gavin Newsom has done or said, but I can tell you what I know that he's done is a complete dereliction of duty, as usual. I mean, I heard comments, and I don't know if it's true or not. Did Karen Bass say that the mayor of Los Angeles say that she was on the side of the protesters and they should continue to go out and ensue, have the chaos ensue on the streets? That's what somebody told me. If that's true, that is a total dereliction of duty and malfeasance in office, and the responsibility is theirs for the property damage and all the rest. If they're egging that on, that's just terrible leadership.
President invoked the Insurrection Act. Invoke the Insurrection Act.
We'll see how it develops.
But if you're okay with the troops being there, I mean, shouldn't he have to invoke the Insurrection Act in order to put the troops on the ground?
I don't think that's necessary.
Why?